The big buzzword, passport bros.
What the hell is that?
Well, I know for one thing, there's some women that really have negative views of individuals who are commonly referred to as passport bros.
When you go find a wife in the Philippines or Thailand or Eastern Europe or wherever these places are that are overseas, I'm assuming you mean they're more biddable, that they're less outspoken, they don't demand anything of you, that they're just happy to be rescued from their poverty-stricken life of no opportunity, and in return, all they have to do is subject themselves to your advances. I do wonder at your motivation for why you want to go overseas to find a partner. Is it because you prefer your woman without opinions, unable to fight back, and vulnerable?
She's out of her mind.
I don't think that most guys that go overseas seeking companionship or looking for a wife fit that kind of stereotype. And if you're making claims that these passport bros are creeps or pedophiles or any of the adjectives you want to use when speaking of them, I think you should maybe just take a look in the mirror and find out what you have to offer.
Who specifically go from country to country to country trying to find women, exotic flavors to dabble in, right? Passport bros are like, oh man, I can't find any good women in the States, so I'm gonna have to go somewhere else in the world. Like, women are inherently different in every other country.
She's disgusting. Disgust? Yeah, she's drab and disgusting.
It really starts becoming weird when you go to third world countries or countries that are not as advanced as ours. And a lot of these women are desperate, so they're going to take you up on that offer, right? They want someone who is going to be submissive to them. And what better way to find someone who's submissive to them than to find a woman who is at your beck and call? Because, you know, the only reason she's in the United States is because of you. Sounds to me like a lot of control issue. Right? And to be honest, ladies, these aren't the type of men that we want anyway, right? These men want a woman that they can control. And because they can't find it here in America because it's frowned upon to like own a human here, they go to other places in the world where they can legally own a human.
What an idiot she is.
What an idiot.
What an idiot!
But honestly, it's important to note that a lot of travelers who fit the passport bro profile don't necessarily exhibit these negative traits. And really, it's unfair to make assumptions about an individual based on their travel habits or preferences. Ultimately, it's important to approach each person as an individual and avoid making broad generalizations based on stereotypes or assumptions. But I think the majority of men are just looking for somebody to love, not to be taken advantage of, someone they can trust. And if a man chooses to go overseas to look for a woman, why should it be an issue to you? It shouldn't be. Live your life. You be you. It doesn't affect you in any way. And who are you to know what is inside their heart? One thing I hate is virtue signaling. Like you are so much better than everybody else, and you know exactly what's going on. Well, you don't.
Damn right.
But getting back to these rabid women that hate so-called passport bros, I don't understand it. Live your life. Do what you want to do, instead of passing judgment on others. You know, for instance, like this woman.
Oh, you. Go away. Go find your women wherever you want. If you're not satisfied, I don't know what to tell you. If you want a woman who barely even speaks English and just has to go for it.
Triggered immediately. Well, F you then. Just go overseas. We don't need you. Whatever. Bye, loser. You see the anger? Do you see that?
Now here's a woman I think that really kind of gets it.
I thought y'all didn't care. Because according to them and what I've noticed, you guys did not want to say hi back when they said hi to you at the grocery store. Now all of a sudden a man wants to go on the plane and go find somebody and you have a problem with that. Saying why he gotta go all the way over there. Because he went around the corner and that did not work. Us women have to stop being so difficult and understand what it is that we actually want, because obviously the men that we want are approaching us and we feel that that's not the right person for us. That sounds so confusing even explaining that. Mad because he's not wearing the type of clothes that you'd rather him put on. When clothes could change and you could help him change that by going to the mall. Remember the song by Beyonce, Upgrade You? Try it. I don't think he would mind if you try to give him a little oomph to his clothes. Those little things do not matter. What matters is if those characteristics that the man has will last a lifetime of happiness. a lifetime of someone who has your back, a lifetime of honesty and respect, and for us, a lifetime of protection. So if you're not willing to understand that, then let these men go. You act like he's going over there to find a man. It's just another girl, sis. What happened to the sisterhood?
Gone. As if it never existed.
Well, I'm just curious as to why so many modern women are confused as to why men are leaving. Why we have the passport bros and men who are deciding to look for women elsewhere. And some of them seem so oblivious to the point where they really don't get it. Men are looking for traditional women. And most men have always wanted traditional women. But because modern women were taught to go to school, get their education, they were never taught to prioritize marriage, a man, or relationships. They were taught to go to school, get an education, take care of yourself because you don't need a man. Live your life, have your fun in your 20s. Fast forward, here we are. We have a world full of modern women who are independent entrepreneurs, boss chicks. They don't need no man, right? But for a lot of these women, this entrepreneur, boss chick, independent woman lifestyle is not working out the way they plan. Because when you choose that means you may not ever have that family structure, that home, that two-parent home. The majority of these women become single mothers because during that, have your fun in your 20s stage, and then when they hit their 30s and 40s, they were not prepared for that because nobody told you what hitting the wall looks like. You were never taught how to be in a relationship. You were never taught how to treat a man, how to love a man. Also, going forward, we really need to stop trying to shame men into accepting something that they just don't want. And women have to accept the fact that, hey, we've been taught wrong. We've been sold a certain set of rules, and a lot of women ran with it. And now it's the very thing that's holding them back from getting or achieving the things that they say they want.
Oh, it's the ugly truth.
Most men are looking for a lady, not a woman that's going to just booty shake and want to go to the clubs and all of that stuff. Somebody that they could be a partner with, have a family with, love, and be loved in return. Not judged, or you ain't man enough, or I'm the queen, or I'm the... You know what I'm saying. Every individual has their own personality, values, and beliefs, and it's important to find a partner who's compatible with one's own personality, interests, and goals. And there are no inherent drawbacks to finding a partner from a particular country or culture. There are women that will scam, and a lot of people will say, they just want your money. Well, there's a lot of women here that just want your money. A lot of men, they won't even give the time of day. Let me see your check. What do they want? The 666s, right? 6 foot, 6 figure. You know what I'm talking about. Relationships should be based on mutual respect, communication, and compatibility, regardless of one's partner's background.